Yeah, welcome back, everybody. We've having some struggles out here, some technical difficulties on, sounds like Comcast in. Welcome back to the race. We're 23 laps now into this. Our pole sitter is back out front leading this thing. Greg Mall in that 7 Shitty machine. Just behind him, Vernon Margheim. So interesting thing that happened in the first 20 laps there is Vernon Margheim made a strong push to the front, ended up the leader for, I don't know, several laps, 15 laps or so, back up front. Kind of looked like he'd saved his tires a little bit, let those guys race themselves out, and is now pulling away from basically the rest of the field and has Vernon Margheim in tow in that 33 machine. So we got our producer and our cameraman and our weatherman, our man of extreme talent, Scott Patton, got the stream back up, and he's out there on Facebook right now. Getting it posted again for you guys so you can find the race again. So yeah, good. And we should be able to, hopefully we got our fingers crossed that we're going to be able to get through this race. So Scott and I were talking earlier in the race about what the fuel strategy might be. In this series, they only get 3 sets of tires, and 1 set to start the race and 2 others. So it's a 93 lap race. They usually break this up with 2 pit stops, and I think the pit window is about 34 to 37 laps. But 31 laps a pit stop will get you there and get you the most bang for buck on tires if that's your strategy. So still out front, Greg Mall leading this thing in that white number 7 machine, followed by Vernon Margheim slowly slipping back half a second now back behind our leader, and just behind them, I don't know if it's in camera shot, but we got Heath Smith under pressure now by Christopher Howell. Kind of drifted back there a little bit. Those 2 guys have been battling the entire race.
We battle back here. We're back online. We got things working hopefully for you. Appreciate the patience, like Ken Huber was saying. Appreciate you covering me for there, Ken. I think we're in good shape
no
now.
Worries. Glad having you back. I don't have to talk the whole race now. So I see some smoke on the track, but we're still green. So 27 laps into this now, Scott. It looks like that battle between Heath Smith and Christopher Howell is still kind of ongoing, but they do have it single file. Just looking back through the field here, seeing what else is going on. Looks like most guys are probably, looks like we got the majority of the field single file. Just going through my cameras here, seeing the 2 wide battles. Wally Tilheimer getting passed by that 77 truck of Jack Watts now. Jack gets underneath. That's for the 9th and 8th position there, respectively. That battle sorts itself out really quickly. That 77 truck, that black Budweiser machine of Jack Watts, actually was strong during practice, I noticed there, Scott, and looks like he's starting to move his way back up front.
Yeah, sharp-looking truck too. That's normally the shiny red Budweiser car on Mondays that we're used to, but it looks like a nice flat, the red trim. I like that one too.
I almost seen the Levi Garrett truck back there, almost getting the back of somebody. I want to say it's Levi Garrett. I can't tell who that is right at the moment, so my apologies there. I might have to change my cameraman at the moment because I can't tell who's running out there. There we go. That's a little bit better picture. Yeah, that's the 57 truck of Jeff Gilmore. He's out, and he's back there in 12th, and he's had some close calls out there the last few laps. I've been watching him, and now he's drifting back. He almost got in the back of somebody there, drifting back, got pretty much the whole field past him, and is under pressure now with the 24 truck. Got to get around him of Loretto Lakes, maybe. And that battle's still side by side. Ooh, that 24 almost gets up there. He couldn't hold that bottom line. Luckily, he gets it woed up, and oh, we got a spin out on the front stretch there. The 22 truck of Doug Hevron.
Doug Hevron.
Yeah, it looks like we're still green, and he's on the apron getting back up to speed here. So it doesn't look like that truck's too badly damaged there, Scott. It looks like he might have been tapped there because back exploder there looks a little dinged up at the moment. Back up front, our leader's still Greg Mall and Vernon Margheim. Greg Mall's got about a 1/7 of a second ahead of Vernon Margheim here. Actually, Vernon closed up about 2/10 of a second there. So maybe Vernon's tires are coming back in, but we're probably getting ready for pit stops, I would imagine, lap 31. So some of these guys are going to be looking to break apart some of these stints.
And I'm looking at some of the lap times here concerning the tire wear, and we're dropped off just shy of 2 seconds already. These guys' best laps up front, both Vernon and Greg, doing a 33.1. Last time around, a 35.1 by Vernon there. So 2 seconds off pace with these tires, just 30 laps in.
So I was back here looking at the 5th and 6th position, Scott, while you were talking. There was a nice little battle there. Two guys that we don't get to talk about too much, but Gene Daly and Jason Hughes out there battling it out. Jason Hughes was the loser that gave up the 5th spot to that 98 machine of Gene Daly. Just ahead of them, that Christopher Howell and Heath Smith battle just is ongoing this entire race. So these two guys, oh, there we go. We got a guy headed pit
road.
lane.
Jason Hughes, Heath Smith. Bunch of guys coming pit road this time by. James Brown, I believe, is on pit road too.
So this is for the guys that are starting to break up this pit strategy, 2 even stops. So get the best bang for the buck on the tires, but when you're leading, you know, you got to think about the caution coming out. And Greg Mall with almost a second lead, kind of controlling this race, so he can afford to give up a little bit of time by staying out a little bit longer than the rest of these guys.
Here's Wally. I think he's going to come in this time. We'll see. Watch his entrance. Maybe we'll go cockpit view. Watch Wally come to pit road. Martha's out there. Martha, you watching? Here comes Wally down pit road.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'll have to bring that stream back up myself there, Scott. I haven't done that yet. And I don't know who might be out there in chat world.
Yeah. Wally does a great job bringing it down. Let's check out our leaders. Greg Mall still out front. Shitty coolers.
I hear Robert Mattis
14
heading to pit
car,
lane.
yes. Watch
He's
Robert
letting a
here
lot
as
of
Joe
trucks go
Mark
down.
gets by. This is one of the trickiest parts of the race here when you have guys that are staying out a little bit longer on old tires. Again, they're at least 2 seconds off pace. So, oh, Robert Mattis around the outside cone through the grass. I think that's going to be a penalty and a half if I've ever seen one.
Definitely a penalty. I was going to have you go to the 02 truck there of Heath Smith there, Scott. He's on fresh tires. I wanted to show everybody how he is marching through the field right now on those fresh tires and how dangerous it can be with the truck out there. That was fast. He's been fast since the start of this race. Got fresh tires. He's going by these guys like they're standing still right now. Back now in 18th. He's currently a lap down, but he wants to race his way back, get on that lead lap, or at least in the lucky dog spot if a caution were to come out.
Yeah, you can see from that view, even from the straightaway, how much more straightaway speed he even has over Joe Marks here. Watch how fast he catches him in the corner.
Joe Marks is on fresh tires too, so those two guys will probably start equalizing out, but they are catching some more guys. As I'm hearing guys calling out some more pit stops here. So we got the 55 James Haney heading to pit lane.
Here comes James. We don't see him much on...
Vernon Margheim's on pit lane. Just he was our second place guy.
There he
Gives
is.
up that second place. He was about a second Greg Mall when he hit pit lane. So being that he's coming in at least a lap earlier than Greg Mall, he might be able to make that second and a third up on fresh tires on that first lap. So the 7 car of Greg Mall, let's see if he's going to head pit lane.
Yeah, he just called it this time. Here he comes off turn 4. Shitty coolers to the pits.
And we are going to have a new leader, perhaps, of Christopher Howell in that 88 Bud machine. We got 2 Bud machines. The 88 truck, though, is surely a patriotic Budweiser scheme out there in that red, white, and blue truck.
That's a pretty sharp-looking truck there, if I've seen one.
So Kim Quick now in second. Kim Quick hasn't pitted yet either. I think some of these guys are trying to lead a lap or maybe hoping the caution comes out. Currently 12 cars are on the lead lap. Jason Hughes on the pole, or not the pole position, but the lucky dog position where caution to come out right now. So
David Schreck making the pass on Kim Quick. That is 4th position. Both these guys have not pitted, so battling on old tires. Good for Dave to be up there, get some TV time, and leads that lap for that matter.
yeah, we didn't catch it. Christopher Howell must be headed to pit lane, and he is. And I'm sure these guys are taking 4 tires. This being the first stint of the race, so it's one time where you might not want to save the tires.
James 00 Brown on those fresh tires, weaving his way through in that Harley Davidson 00 car, sharp looking truck there as he blazes by those old tires, gets himself back on the lead lap. That should put 11 cars on the lead lap behind them. A bunch of other cars still making positions here. Doug Hevron. Who's the 99? Is that Corey Blevins, I believe? Yeah, Corey Blevins from Charlestown, Indiana.
Yeah, just watch the 88 truck, Christopher Howell, on those fresh tires, or on those old tires, I say. I'm trying to figure out, did he pit, Scott? Did Christopher Howell already pit? No, he's on old tires, and everybody's just
Christopher Howell was on new tires. There he goes. Yep. I believe it's only Kim Quick, Dave Trek, and Bill Paradise are the only ones left on the track on old tires. And I think there goes Dave Trek to pit road right now. It's just going to leave Bill Paradise. Bill Paradise on pit road. So that leaves
Kim Quick is
one
now
of
the
the
leader.
Agmans. Kim Quick, the only one out there.
Well,
just put in perspective here.
He is going to pay the price for this move.
Yeah, exactly. Just put in perspective. Heath Smith, right? Who we mentioned is cutting his way through traffic back there. What happened to Heath? Boy.
I'm showing him, yeah, he's running in fourth currently. That's where I'm showing him on my relative there, Scott, anyway.
I think something just happened to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's in second. Okay, that makes sense now. Heath Smith is in second place, 15 seconds behind Kim Quick, which sounds like a lot, but keep in mind that's about the time of a full pit stop. Never mind the entry and exit to pit road and running all the way down pit road at pit road speed. So Kim Quick's going to be way behind the power curve when he comes in.
Well, another interesting, if we go back to the start of those pit stops there, Scott, Greg Mall stayed out a little while longer. Of the leaders, I think Vernon Margheim was one of the first ones in. Vernon Margheim now is in seventh. He's basically, it looks like, about 5 seconds behind Heath Smith, who will be our current leader because Kim Quick is yet to pit, I believe. So once Kim comes in to get tires and fuel, it's going to put Heath Smith out front, so ground during that set of pit stops. The question is will Heath Smith get, and then Kim Quick is going to give up that lead as he hits the pit lane. That'll give the lead to Heath Smith, as I said, and Heath Smith is now be 3 seconds ahead of Jason Hughes, who's another big gainer on that last set of pit stops. Greg Mall was our leader. He is starting to run him down, 4 seconds behind Heath Smith.
Right behind them, that battle continues. Vernon Margheim takes a spot off of turn number 4 in front of Wally Tierarmer.
Yeah, I'm just doing some check cleanup there, Scott, so give me here a second.
All right. Back up front, Jason Hughes. That's kind of a surprise. Well, kind of a surprise and not a surprise. Bad Apple Racing there. Aggressive style there. Jason Hughes up in second, 3 seconds off the bumper of Heath Smith for the lead. Greg Mall, I believe, is going to be rapidly catching him here. Let's look at lap times. Last time around, Greg Mall with 33.5. Jason Hughes with 34.1. So 6/10 slower for Jason Hughes. Let's watch on board with Greg Mall. Watch for this pass here, probably in turn 3. On board right now with the Shitty Coolers, number 7 Ford 150 of Greg Mall. Painting that white line down there, looking for the inside. Jason Hughes going to have no choice but to give him some room. Cross start finish line, lap 46 going on the board. Greg Mall making the pass for second spot. 3 seconds now behind. I think you can see that red truck up there of Heath Smith, the 02 in first place.
Yeah, and Heath Smith definitely had a strong truck tonight. And, you know, we're looking at maybe, let's see, lap 66, 67 for their final stop, perhaps. So we're on lap 46 right now, so 20 laps. Greg Mall, to make up the time he gave up by staying out on the track as long as he did. So I kind of think he'd probably be able to do it, Scott. What do you think?
I think so, too. I'm looking at lap times, and Greg Mall is running about 4/10 faster a lap than Heath Smith. So 4/10, 2.4 seconds. That ends up being roughly 6 laps. 6 laps would be 2.4, right? So yeah, about 6 laps from catching Heath Smith if he can maintain the same pace.
Yeah, something happened to our previous second place guy there, Scott. I was noticing Vernon Margheim. I think he's off the track. Something happened. Must have had a mechanical failure or something. I think he brought it to the garage, I believe. So that car is gone. So
interesting. And I don't have any alerts here with any incidents. So I think he literally just did bring it to
he
pit
might
road
have
and
had, he might have
call
had
it a
the
day.
technical difficulties we were dealing with there.
True, yeah.
Looking back, seeing what kind of battles we got going on in the track here. Well, we got a nice side-by-side Joe Marks and George Jones. George Jones in that 28 Hooters, or well, I guess it's Hellman's mayonnaise truck, I guess that is, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Just got by Joe Marks in that 04 car, and just behind them, we got Doug Hevron recovering from that spin. Back there in 12th now, all over the back door of that Ford, well, I wanted to say 14 truck. I guess that's the Ford truck. I'm not sure what I was looking at
It's
there.
the 14 on the inside and the 4 on the outside. A lot of 4s in there.
Okay.
Doug in the 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. Too many 4s going on.
Yeah.
But hats off to Doug. I'm going to give Doug Hevron some props here. Yesterday, well, actually, this was in the works from a long time ago, but there's a race up here at Seacog Speedway in Massachusetts, a modified race, and he was invited to be the honorary starter of that and to do a little tribute to Doug Hevron, one of the greats in the area. And so he flew up yesterday, had a delay in the airline, and made it up here just in time. And unfortunately, I couldn't go down there to see him, but he was up here last night in Massachusetts, driving right in the pace car for the modified race, and now here he is back in Florida in Jensen Beach, behind the wheel of the trucks.
Yeah, and doing a great job. Now he's in 11th, so he's clawing his way back up there, Scott, and never count the man out.
Nope.
Back up
Right
front.
behind, no, not yet.
I'm sorry, what were you going to say there, Scott?
I was going to go behind him for Brian Abbott, also with a great run tonight, but back up front we'll go Heath Smith.
Yeah,
Looks like that battle's
Heath
heating
Smith,
up.
and that battle's about to heat up as that 7 truck is closing in on the lead super quick at the moment. I have a feeling before we get to the start-finish line next time by, that 7 truck will be leading this race. I might have to give it 2 laps. I might have to, there he goes. Really closing up in the corner there.
That's really where those tires are going to take effect, in the center of the corner. There he is.
You know, Chicago is an interesting track too, Scott, in the fact that you're always turning in it, so the back stretch has got a little bit of an arc, as well as the front stretch there is, that 02 truck holds the bottom line there, the 7 truck takes peak in the inside, is going to go down low, won't have the lead this time by, but I imagine once he gets into the corner here, we'll be able to get by that 02 truck on this one.
Side by side for the lead, not much of a fight there. The Heath, he tries everything he can, but watching the shitty coolers sail into the sunset.
I'm just cleaning up some chat stuff as normal, Scott, so
All right.
yeah,
Look for
just
some
new-
battles back in the pack here.
I got my own personal battle in the chat room right now.
Oh boy.
It's all
It's
good.
probably just as entertaining as the track battles, I bet.
Hey man, we're racing trucks, man. I don't know if you've been in the South and seen those mud races down there. Those 4-wheel drive pickup trucks. You know, there's some craziness that goes on
Oh,
down
I
there.
know the
so-
crazy people you get down there. Oh, yeah. George, let's talk about George Jones back here. Frankenstein Racing. From Lottie,
Let's talk-
Florida. 24th up to 9th. Awesome job for George. Up 14 spots tonight. Trucking through the field.
That's a great job by George. And I believe his teammate is Gene Daly in that 98 truck, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Scott.
Yeah,
but-
they are teammates. Absolutely. Yep.
So, and Gene Daly's having a really good night tonight too. He's only 5.5 seconds off the lead. Back there, going around in 5th place right now. And that's kind of a neat silver Chevy pickup scheme there that he's got going on there.
Yep, for sure.
Pretty basic, but I actually like that slight firm look to it.
Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta give some hats off to, we got a show. Let me find them. Towards the front, Jason Hughes in the SRX Bad Apple car, only because SRX season is in full blast right now. Race 2 is in the books of 6-race season. And this Saturday, they're coming to Stafford Motor Speedway up here in the Northeast. and I will be down there on Saturday night to watch that race. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm just looking for other battles going on the track here. I went back to Doug Heveron, and now is in 13th, so he's lost a couple spots since last time we focused in on him. Kind of looking there at the inside. I'm not sure if Jeff Gilmore was able to, I assume Jeff Gilmore made the pass on him. Jeff Gilmore now in that 57 machine now finds himself in 13th position and moving up the field slowly but surely.
So I think what we're going to find with Doug Heveron, we got in that incident early on the spin. We didn't see exactly what it was, but off the turn 4, got in the grass and slowed down. I think he made his pit stop at that time, which was not quite in the pit window. So what I think we were seeing is he was moving up the leaderboard based on having those new tires, but now he's actually on his tires significantly longer. Yeah, 26 laps on his tires, where the rest of the field has an average of 20 to 22 laps on their tires up front. So
yeah, speaking of pit stops there, Scott, so we got 36 laps to go. So everybody, if they were to pit, can make it to the end. So now they're strategizing how to get the best numbers with those tires when they do come in the pit and where that's going to put everybody. So I imagine some of these guys probably about now are going to think about short pitting. Some of them maybe still like Greg Mull trying to stay out as long as he can, being that Greg Mull has opened up a nearly 3-second lead. So you know when you're out there, Scott, when you're leading the race and you got a 3-second lead and you're thinking about pit stops, you know that second place guy that you can give up 3 seconds. And if you're losing a second a lap, you know, it's like, well, that's 3 laps I can stay out longer, and then I'm going to have 3 laps fresher tires when I come back out. Even though I might come out even, it might be worth the risk, right?
exactly, I think it's absolutely worth the risk, because the last thing you want as a leader is to have a dominating run like this and then short pit for what may be no particular reason, and then end up with a caution and lap down. You end up throwing your race away. Whereas, like you said, let them make the call behind you in second place, third place, fourth place. The guys that you're actually worried about the threat for the win, let them make the move first and come in a lap or 2 or 3 after them, and know that with if everything stays consistent, you can still come out with probably the lead, if not right with them, with fresher tires. So.
Yeah, and I kind of think that's Greg Mull's strategy tonight. Hey, back here on the 75 truck, looking on the inside there, that 5 truck of Eric Talent, plain old black machine. I'm used to seeing Eric Talent that green car in the Cup Series, but it looks like that 75 truck. Ooh, as he almost gets together there. Yeah, a little bit of door rubbing, but this is trucking, right?
Oh yeah. Eric Talent sailing it in there on the high side around Wally. Couldn't see him out there.
I just heard Jason Hughes chimed in, so the 58 truck might be on his way to pit lane here. He's seeing that battle kind of heat up behind him. I think Jason Hughes is maybe making the smart move. Why battle these guys? Head pit lane now and get it over with.
Gonna be smart. Jason Hughes will keep an eye on that. He came in from 3rd spot. Gave up 3rd spot.
We also have the 88 and the 57 on pit lane too, it looks like, at the moment. So that's our figure out here. I'm looking through my standings. That was Christopher Howell and Jeff Gilmore, I believe, on pit lane.
Yes.
So 32 laps to go.
Here comes our second place, Heath Smith. Down pit road, hits the cone, nice.
Yeah, and Heath Smith basically had no choice. He's now 4 seconds behind Greg Mull, well further than that after the pit stall. But the big thing is he was losing time like crazy. So he's kind of going to have to force Greg Mull's bluff here with that 4-second deficit and see if he can make up some ground here and see how long Greg Mull will stay out on the track.
75, Wally's coming in this time. The camera's on him in turn number 3. See what the guys do in front of him, but otherwise it should be a nice clear shot to pit road. Oh, here comes Gene Daly to pit road as well, right in front of him. Greg Mull still staying out. 7 seconds over that battle with Eric Talent behind him.
Heath Smith is now headed back out on the track. He's out on the apron there. He's currently in 11th. And we watched him last time mow his way through the field. Kind of this is the danger zone, like you mentioned earlier, Scott, where these guys are on new and old tires and nobody wants to see it. Well, there's probably some guys that want to see a caution, but there's other guys that don't. And sometimes this is the best place for a caution to happen.
Yep, here's Eric Talon, it looks like on the high side. He's going to blow by with no problem there. Heath Smith on the low side, trying to make as much time as he can now on these fresh tires. Under 30 laps to go.
So let's give a shout out to Andre Savala out there in the 86 truck. Started in 17th, currently running in 3rd. He hasn't pitted yet. So some of those positions are gained just due to the leaders pitting, but having a great run out there, Scott. We don't really get to talk about him too much here.
Yeah, he's done a couple cup races with us, but looks like Loretto Lake, Sonacy may have crashed. I don't know if these guys are just entering pit road, probably is what's happening, but
yeah,
no
28
here.
car is on pit lane, so if that's Loretto.
Loretto's 24.
Yeah, I'm not sure. 24 is going across the start finish line right now, so. We got George Jones on pit lane. The 82 truck is on pit lane of Brian Abbott. And it looked like, let me see, the 99 truck just hit pit lane. So some more takers for some more fuel and tires. This is their last set of tires for everyone right now. So if there's a caution or anything, they kind of got to.
There's a good view there of the whole front stretch, the whole trial you guys go by, as well as pit road. More importantly, George Jones coming off pit road there.
So Greg Mall, still our current leader, has not been on pit lane. He's got a 9-second lead over Eric Talent, who I also believe has not been in pit lane. So the question is, so Greg Mall has been out there, I don't know, 6 laps now since Heath Smith went in, and that's really where the battle, I think, is going to play out. So while Greg Mall is staying out there, Heath Smith is racking up time.
I think he is, and I think Greg Mall is smart enough to know that. What I got to imagine is going through Greg Mall's head is he does not want to give up time or give up a lap to anybody that is choosing to stay out to run this as long as they possibly can. Guys like Eric Talent, Kim Quick, we knew ran the first in as long as he could, as he watched leader Greg Mall come to pit road this time by.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they come out. Of course, now Greg Mall is going to have the fresh tires, so even if he comes out behind Heath Smith, and the way he ran him down the last time, it's probably going to happen that way again.
Exactly. I'm thinking he's going to be okay and content with letting Heath Smith take the lead here, probably as he comes out off of pit road, but he's going to have the much quicker truck, and shittier truck for that matter.
And the other nice thing about hitting this late in the run, if a caution was to come out with everybody taking tires, Greg Mall is going to have one of the trucks with the best tires on it too, in case we do have a restart.
Here's Heath Smith. That truck we're worried about crossed the finish line. Turn number 1, you see Greg Mall just coming off the pit road. There's your difference there. It's going to continue to open up as Greg has to keep the speed woed back here to maintain on the apron until the backstretch. Jason Hughes going by, and it's probably for a 3rd or 4th spot. Gene Daly coming by, so now Greg has got his work cut out for him. With only 23 laps to do it.
Yeah, 23 laps to get it done. I don't know, Scott, that last time he did that, though, he was getting like 4/10 a lap, and that'd probably be pretty easy to do if that's what the gap is going to be again. So be interesting to see the difference in lap times here once he gets those tires warmed up. Yeah, just going through the field here, looking at Jason Hughes. Starting to see some pressure there from Gene Daly. Jason Hughes has been on pit lane as well as Gene Daly, I believe. I think both these guys are now out on fresh tires. I believe most cars have now pitted, if I'm not mistaken. The last set are on. 57 is in the pits. 55 is coming out. And I think that'll probably round out most of the field.
I think you are correct there. So we're on board the front bumper. Gene Daly rolling into turn number 1 underneath Jason Hughes.
Yeah, it's a great battle up there. That 98 truck is on the inside now currently. Got Greg Mall, our former leader, trying to work his way back up, now having to battle through other trucks that are racing on a little bit older tires. So, and it looks like that 98 truck threw a block down there. Gene Daly tried to shut the door on that 7 car, but it didn't happen. 7 is having nothing doing to that kind of action.
I know Greg, I know he wasn't, certainly not afraid of throwing by there on the front stretch here at Chicago.
Actually, Gene Daly's putting up a heck of a fight there on the outside. That outside line, especially on fresh tires, have been pretty solid tonight. But it's going to surrender that position now as they come out of 4 and hit it down that front stretch. And Greg Mull's got a little bit clean sailing just ahead of him there. Hey, check this out, Scott. Our new leader is Bill Paradise in that 556 truck. We haven't talked about Bill Paradise at all.
Let's give Bill some TV time up here. He's on old tires. He has not pitted. Heath Smith on the fresh tires has just 3 seconds behind him and closing rapidly. But while he's up there in that Intel Toyota Tundra, Bill Paradise doing a great job up there.
Yeah, and he's going by to lead another lap here and check out the timing and scoring. I think Bill Paradise has got his fingers crossed. He's one of these guys that want to see that caution. And Greg Mull is one of those guys that is not.
Yeah, so right now, if you're looking at your leaderboard on the left side there, you got to keep in mind that Bill Paradise, unfortunately, has not pitted yet, so he's really not in the ultimate race for the lead. Heath Smith in that second spot is down 1.3 seconds off of Bill Paradise. So if you look at the gap that I'm eyeballing is the 1.1 seconds that Heath Smith has, and then take the difference to Greg Mull back there, 3.5. Actually, let's not count out Chris Howell, huh?
Yeah, no, I was just going to mention that, Scott. The 7 truck is approaching that 88 machine. Christopher Howell has been strong all night. He started the race off really strong with using that outside lane, made a bunch of passes, trying to get up on the tires right now. Greg Mull works on the inside there as they go down the backstretch. Greg Mull typically has been taking this in 3 and 4, and he does, it looks like, gets around that 88 machine, but great run Christopher Howell having tonight.
Heath Smith, mentioned, was closing rapidly on Bill Paradise, who's coming to pit road just now. So there goes Bill Paradise for his second pit stop of the night, giving the lead back to Heath Smith. Now the 2-second lead over Greg Mull rapidly closing.
Yeah, the 57 truck lap car, Jeff Gilmore was in the pits. One of the latter ones to get in the pits is going around that 02, trying to get his lap back and get back on the lead lap here. So that's, that 57 truck would be in a good position with the caution fly because he's going to have the freshest tires probably of everyone on the lead lap.
We're going to go back here a ways. P number 9 right here, Corey Blevins. We don't get to talk much about him because he doesn't race with us on Monday nights, I don't believe. But Charleston, Indiana, starting 15th, currently running in 10th. And a great battle here with Brian Abbott, I believe that is. Yes, and Robert Mattis.
Yeah, definitely all over the back of that 99 truck there. Seeing, what was it, that's Brian Abbott all over the back of that 99 machine, looking down to the inside. Nothing's changed up front. We'll bring you back to the action here, although Greg Mull has closed it up again. He's now just a second and a half behind our leader Heath Smith, so Greg Mull is closing that distance in a hurry.
Heath Smith, what happened to Heath Smith? Just off the pace, went to pit, he's off the track.
Oh, interesting. Interesting development. Scott, I think it's a connection issue.
I think that is. Yeah, I can see him blinking there, and yeah.
Yeah, so we're hearing the other drivers talk about this, so he's having his technical difficulties tonight as well.
It says here our leaderboard trying to keep up the best it can, but Heath Smith with internet problems pulling down to the apron there. You can see him flashing. Good sportsmanship by Heath Smith.
Yeah, especially when you got the leader running you down like that. It's like, I guess I better pull over and not ruin this race. So, good heads-up driving by Heath. Tough break. You're having a great night tonight. So that's going to change our leaderboard. That's going to put Christopher Howell now in second place. Heath Smith is back up to speed, though. Just as I said that, Heath Smith is now side-by-side with that 88 truck of Christopher Howell. And it looks like that connection cleared up, and he's back to racing, trying to get a second position back.
Back at it that fast.
I was just about to count that 02 truck out. Never count Heath Smith out. Although, Scott, I remember talking about this in the Cup Series with Heath Smith.
I think we're on the same. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, we're missing that sponsorship on that 02 truck. I don't know what he's doing out there, but apparently he doesn't have a good painter.
Right?
You need to see patented paints and I think it's patentandpays.com. Get yourself a patent page there, Keith.
Oh,
so
yeah,
if
we'll
we're going to
hook 'em up.
broadcast this stuff.
We hooked him up in the Cup Series. We'll go up in the trucks. But either way, he's pretty quick out here. Maybe he's saving his money for a new internet connection, though.
Yeah. It might be a wise investment.
Come back
too.
strong on the inside of
they
Chris. They get together.
Oh, they do get together. I thought we were going to have a caution there. Nice save by the 88 machine. That 02 car just washed up a little bit, got the side of that 88, and we almost had ourselves what do you call it? Some drama.
Yeah, I wish we had access to the microphone inside of Chris Howell's truck right now, but as I say that, Heath Smith's internet goes out once again.
Oh,
the leaderboard.
That's the price you pay, I guess. I was just getting ready to move back a position to Gene Daly in that 98 truck, currently running in 4th. I was watching him close in. I was seeing if he's going to be able to close back into Christopher Howell as the drivers are out there talking about what happened to Heath Smith. So this connection might have totally checked out this time.
Yeah, you probably appreciate this one, Ken, but there's got to be nothing more frustrating than to see a guy with the leader with internet problems. Watch him pull over, drop back, comes back into play just to take you out in turn 4 and then have more internet problems and go to the
Yeah. Well, you know what's worse though, Scott, is having an internet problem and taking it out, and you don't even realize you took out the whole field until the next day. And
that's true.
You wake up, it's like, what happened to Huber? He took out the whole field. Like, my screen went black. Sorry, guy. I'm serious. It went black.
Right.
Back up front. So Greg Mall setting sail right now. Almost 6-second lead over Christopher Howell. Is having a great run tonight, but in desperate need of a caution with 10 to go. 9 to go at the line, actually. And you see Greg Mall crossing that, and he's probably got his fingers crossed. We've been clean and green, except for on lap 5, I believe it was. Well, on lap 3, we've been green this entire race. So kudos to these guys. Nice, smart driving. Getting nice, clean racing tonight.
Yeah, certainly.
And how about that, Scott?
Lap times up front here. Greg Mall with the 34.3. I'm taking a quick glance down the leaderboard. Andre Savala with 34.2. He's running in 10th spot. He's the only one running anything competitive to our leader right now, but he's got about 3 lap fresher tires than our leader, Greg Mall, does, but quite the gap to make up. 17 seconds behind our leader, but
yeah, not too bad for a throw together race tonight, Scott. We were able to get out here and bring this race to everybody. So again, we apologize for the technical difficulties early on, but I think these guys are putting on a show for what we could show tonight. So, and I appreciate you giving me the shout out to come and call a race with you tonight.
yeah, appreciate you joining. I think we mentioned how we both kind of had the same thought at the same idea, and I sent you a text, and you were like, oh, that's exactly what I was thinking of. So good racing back here. I want to go back in the pack. Jason Hughes, Bill Paradise is 1 lap down right now. He'll probably get out of the way between that battle between Eric Talent and Jason Hughes. That is 4th position for the 5th spot.
Yeah, well, Bill Paradise is like he was the last one to pit lane, so he's going to refresh his tires there too. But looks like he's being the typical Bill Paradise and being extremely considerate, because I bet you that truck is faster than those guys that's in front of him, but he isn't going to spoil their race.
Yep. Great sportsmanship by Bill Paradise as well. As Eric Talent takes over there. Down low off turn 4 in front of the SRX. And there's lap number 88. How about that? Godspeed Ken Connolly 88 tribute lap for our Ken Connolly Truck Series. Miss you, brother.
Yeah, I do too there.
Not much to show up front. Greg Mall, of course. I think that battle keeps sort of heating up between... Oh, look at Eric Talent on the rear bumper of Gene Daly, looking to pick up some spots here with 5 to go. Off turn 4 to the inside. At the stripe. Oh, that would have been a tough one to call there, but...
Oh, there they go. They got
gets
together. Oh, Gene Daly in the wall. We got a caution with 5 to go.
I have a spectator climbing the fence.
Wow, yellow flag out. How's that for some drama?
You know, Scott, I was going to say, so if you remember the incident with Gene Daly and Christopher Howell, and I remember Gene Daly kind of pinching down on the inside there, and I was thinking, wow, that's a pretty aggressive move, right? And then on this pass, I was watching, Gene Daly was like given all the room in the world.
And that's the one he gets together with.
That's what he gets, yeah, it's kind of amazing there.
Gotta imagine Gino's gonna be frustrated about that one, but
yeah, he's smoking and bringing it in pit lane. I think he's done. That engine is toast as he's down on the apron there. I see smoke coming out the back end of that truck.
We'll do a quick live replay here of that incident. There it is in slow motion. Gene gets into the outside head first. Jason Hughes barely misses him. Wally Tierheimer cruises around the outside. Nice job there, down to the inside, and that'll end Gino's race tonight.
Now, what I wish we had, Scott, because this is probably the caution that Greg Mall didn't want to see, but however, I think everybody behind him for the most part is on older tires. And I'm just going through my memory banks here, trying to figure out who is on the freshest tires. I know Bill Paradise is, and he's going to get the lucky dog, but the problem with Bill Paradise is he's going to be starting this thing in like 18th, 17th position, so I don't think he's going to be able to get through the field. And just looking through the field, he might have fresher tires than our leader Greg Mall at the moment. I don't really see anybody.
Yeah, there goes Bill Paradise. We saw him running around there, the pace truck, getting the lucky dog back on the lead lap. But like you said, 16 trucks on the lead lap, just 17 with including Bill. So it's just way too many spots to make up in 3 laps. Probably a green-white checker finish coming up. As I scroll down the leaderboard, 22 laps on his tires is our leader Greg Mall. Eric Talent in third, who we saw had a lot of speed there, making his way through Gene up to Gene Daly and some others there, also at 22 laps. That should be an interesting battle, and he would presumably start behind Greg Mall. Yeah,
most definitely, and he was passing Gene Daly, who had been strong all night. So that 5 truck might be somebody to watch, if not for a win, but to get that one of those top 2 spots.
Yeah. Other than that, second place of Christopher Howell, which is the majority of the field, is on 29 lap tires. Then I go down through Andrew Savala, who we mentioned was running equal lap times to the leader, but he's back in 7th. But with the re-rack and restart here, I might be able to make some moves, make up a few more spots.
Doug Hevron, I'm looking back here in the 12th position. Doug Hevron kind of having an up and down night after that spin. Not sure what happened there. It looked like he got the back tailgate of that truck banged out. Currently running in 12th. Still having a pretty solid night. Pretty much kept it out of trouble the rest of the race. So Kim Quick, the league administrator up here in 11th in that black and silver 21 truck. That truck has been a while around this league for a long time. So that's used to be Kim Quick's standard color scheme. He's pretty much updated his color schemes across the other series, but the truck series staying classic.
I like it.
Just ahead of him, David Schreck in that 9 car. We've talked about him once, I think, tonight, but having a solid night, just in the top 10. When did he last pit there, Scott? How many laps does he have in his tires?
Who's that, Schreck, you said?
Yeah, the 9 truck, sure.
24 laps on his tires, so just 1 more than our leader, Greg Mall.
So he's got a good set. Should be able to hold on to that top 10 here. So we crossed the line and seeing if the lights go out on the pace truck there, and I think they did. We're stacking them up too wide. So Greg Mall, our current leader, Christopher Howell is going to start on his outside there. Eric Talent got equal tires to Greg Mall. Might put a real threat to Greg Mall's race here, and definitely Christopher Howell is going to be probably racing pretty hard to keep that position. Christopher Howell is pretty strong on the outside, though. Jason Hughes out there on the outside in 4th. Wally Tierheimer will start 5th. George Jones on his outside will start 6th. Well, I can't even talk to him. Andre Savala will start in 7th. Brian Abbott 8th. Corey Blevins 9th. And David Schreck. There's your top 10 as we are about to take them to the green flag.
We're going to watch this probably from, I don't know, maybe cockpit of Eric Talent. I'm really interested to see how aggressive he can be on this restart. I wonder if he knows that he's been running pretty much equivalent to the leader and that his tires are about the same. So go get him, Eric, if you're listening to this. I'm pulling for you.
We're both pulling for you.
It's just a shitty truck up there. You can go get him. Here we go.
Pace truck heads to pit lane, waiting to come to green flag. Greg Mull, he launches on that accelerator pedal, gets a great jump. Kind of leaves the other two stranded back there. We're going to have 2 to go right now. Eric Town on the inside there. The 58 truck is back there pushing Christopher Howell, but 5 has cleared the 88 now, trying to set his sights there on the 6.
Eric Town pulls a great slide job in front of the 88 there, blocks that high lane. I love it. Eric Town in the second spot. Jason Hughes diving to the inside, can't quite get to the inside of Christopher Howell in turn 3. Greg Mall, meanwhile, coming to the white flag this time by.
No caution, we're official at this point, so we got 1 lap to go. We're on the last lap. Greg Mull is still holding that half a second lead over Eric Talent. Christopher Howell now in trouble. Got Jason Hughes all over the back door. Him just behind him. Andre Savala making a pass on Jason Hughes there for that 5th spot. Or that 4th spot, I should say.
There he is. He drives it in there. Let's see if... Oh, Corey Blevins looking for the low spot, and Jason Hughes almost makes contact in the left rear. Meanwhile, off at turn number 4 in dominating fashion comes Greg Mall, your winner tonight in the Ken Connolly Truck Series Chicagoland. Congrats on a dominating run there. We'll talk to him in a few minutes. Eric Talent completing 2nd spot there. Awesome run for Eric tonight.
Yeah, Christopher Hall rounds out that top 3. Christopher Howell super strong on the outside in that 88 machine, so great job, Christopher Howell as well. So Andre Savala out there in 4th, so the other driver we don't get to talk about very often out there in the top 5. And then it looks like Jason Hughes will round out that 5th position. Those are your unofficial top 5.
Yeah, awesome job by these guys. We'll get the standings loaded up, and we'll get the other stuff queued up as Greg Mall brings it to a stop here on the start line. Well, we have Greg Mall. Why don't we just talk to him? Greg Mall, Ken Huber, and Scott Patton, of course, up here in the booth. We were hoping for it, but the shitty truck wins tonight at Chicagoland. How was that dominating run for you tonight? And were you worried at all with that late caution come out with anybody with fresher tires potentially behind you catching on the green-white checker?
I was definitely curious to see if there's going to be anyone that kind of saved tires there at the end there, Scott. But first off, I mean, shitty coolers, your shitty hat. I mean, man, what a night, and had a good 7 truck, all things considered. I was curious to see how the right front tire was going to be tonight with tire wear and all that, but found some decent speed, especially over a long run on that first green flag run. And I think with that first pit stop, we were just able to keep some speed and keep some momentum going, and keep some speed later on into the run, and walk away from the rest of the field. And then, yeah, with that caution coming out with 5 or 6 laps to go there at the end, that definitely wasn't something that I wanted by any means, but felt like we had a decent amount of tire left saved there, so we could push for a green white checker and had enough speed to make it happen there. So pretty good night.
Yeah, great run all around for the shitty cooler Ford F-150. Can't forget about LCN, the lawn care nut, and Let's Go, of course. For our lawn people, Ken Huber up here is another lawn person. You got anything for him, Ken?
Oh, no, great run there, Greg. So, Scott, we were having some technical difficulties at the start of the race. We know you started the race on the pole. Question, while we were messing around with cameras and trying to get the stream back online, Vernon Margheim also had a strong truck. He got out front early in the race. What happened there?
I'm still trying to figure that out. There was a decent amount of people tonight, it looked like, that were having some sort of connection issues, whether it was just dropping out of the sim entirely or just having a car that was just kind of blinking there. I noticed Heath had that issue for quite a few laps there on the last run, so not sure what was taking place. I mean, if you guys were having connection issues, I guess that kind of makes a little bit more sense, but yeah, was glad that our connection was able to stay rock solid during the entire night and not have any issues like those guys did, thankfully.
Yeah, well, congrats on that win in the truck series here tonight. You probably are gaining some points. Both Wesley Holland and Justin Michael weren't in this race tonight, the 2 points leaders. So looks like you can start moving yourself up a little bit further up the points. I'm just checking here to see where you're at in the points. And Yeah, I don't see. Have you made all the races this season?
I'm not even on there, so we're 1 for 1 on the season.
Oh, okay.
So,
So let me ask you. So we're heading to the road course next week in the trucks. What do you got for Mid Ohio?
we'll have to go to the drawing board on that one. I couldn't tell you the last time I drove at Mid Ohio. Nevertheless, a road course in these trucks, so. We'll have to see. I should have turned some laps at Sonoma when C Fix was there, but didn't quite get around to that. So we'll have to see these big heavy trucks if there's any specific driving technique that we're going to have to adopt for that. But Mid Ohio should be a good time if we happen to make that show. So we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Well, congrats again, man, and take care of that lawn.
We're going to give her what we got. So we're going to try and make her look nice and mint for the 4th of July. So. Stay tuned for that.
I'm there with you, so I'm doing the same thing.
I'm going to be pulling weeds for the 4th of July. That's what I'm going to be doing on mine. Congrats, Greg. We'll talk to you hopefully on, well, not in the 4th because we're getting an off week on the Cup Series, but probably the week after that in the Cup Series from Atlanta.
Yeah, well, I'm curious to see if the new Atlanta track ends up getting on the schedule. If not, old Atlanta is definitely a fan favorite, especially for me. So should be interesting, but yeah, got a little bit of a break here for you guys in the booth. That should be nice. So well deserved.
All right, appreciate it, man. We'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
It sounds good.
That's no break. Just kidding. Congrats.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, doesn't look like we have Eric Town. I don't want to cut his efforts short tonight. I want to give a huge shout out to Eric Town. We don't see him up on the podium very much in the Cup Series, at least. Probably more so in the Truck Series, but this is kind of a one-off race for us at Multi-League Racing Network. So congrats to Eric Talon on 2nd spot, but I don't hear him.
We do have Christopher Howell in 3rd, who's we have him on the radio though.
Here's Christopher Howell up here if you want to talk to him, Kim.
Hey, Chris. Hey, great run tonight. Good job getting that 3rd place finish. So I noticed you were really strong early in the race. We had some technical difficulties. I was kind of watching it, but you were really strong on the outside. Kind of brought your A game tonight. So how did that race look from your end?
It was pretty good, man. I knew right from the get-go you had to be on the high side and make up as much as you could early on because the tires were going to equal out eventually. So I was just trying to get everything I could.
Yeah, and it looks like you were doing that. I thought you were going to grab the lead there, or maybe you did for a second there. What I was asking Greg there, it looked like Vern Margheim somehow got his way to the lead early in that run, and you were kind of following along with him. Maybe quite didn't get there at first.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I probably should have just fell in line a couple of times and just stayed there and let the other guys just kind of wear their tires out a little bit more. But I'm still pleased with my 3rd. I maybe could have got 2nd, but I had to short pit Greg there. He was like 7 seconds out there, and somehow I was able to close that gap, some of it. So,
well, correct me if I'm wrong. You probably would have had 2nd if it wasn't for that caution, and I imagine that caution was kind of disappointing to see that thing come out.
Yeah, I was all I needed was like 4 or 5 more laps, and I was watching the guys behind me, and they were closing a little bit, and then Eric got up to him and started racing them, and I was hoping he'd pull him back, and I think he might have got into him or something. I don't know what happened back there, but yeah.
Yeah, from our perspective, it looks like him and the 98 Gene Daly got together, and that what brought out that last caution. And I think he had a little bit fresher tires than you at that point too. I think Scott was saying you were on 27 and he was on 22 or something like that, if I remember right. So we thought that was going to be a good battle, and it was. And you put on a show. So you got anything for him, Scott?
Yeah, not much other than that 88 truck, man. That looks sharp. The American flag truck there, that thing looks sharp.
I appreciate it, man. That's just a download off Trading Paints, but it's pretty cool scheme. I thought it would be fitting for the July 4th. So
looks sharp, and it was obviously fast too. So congrats on the 3rd place run tonight, and it'll be good to see you in the 88 car going forward. Looks like we'll have an update for you in the Cup car for Atlanta in a couple weeks.
Yes, I'm glad to get the 88. It's a number I've been racing for a while. So yeah,
that is certainly a hard sought after number in any league, I'm sure, a racing league. So it's awesome that you got it there. So I'm sure you'll serve it well. Looking forward to it. And congrats again on the podium finish. And we'll talk to you on the Multi-League Racing Network, hopefully in a couple weeks from Atlanta. Have a great 4th of July.
Yeah, you too, Scott and Ken. Y'all have a great 4th of July. Spend some time with family, drink some beer, shoot some fireworks.
I already got that started. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, have a good weekend, Chris.
Yep.
All right, that is about it from it. I was almost going to say Atlanta, man.
I thought you were too. I thought, oh, we're already there, huh? I am having a good time tonight.
Yeah, from Chicagoland Speedway in the Ken Connolly Truck Series. We had a blast up here. Hope everybody else did as well watching. We appreciate everyone's patience if you went through the troubles with us with the internet. Seemed like everybody was having internet problems, including us. But we got that fixed, sorted out. If you haven't already, you can check out the broadcast. We'll post, make sure that the link is current and updated on the Facebook page. And otherwise, everybody have a safe 4th of July. We'll leave you with a couple highlights here from Chicagoland. On behalf of myself and Ken Huber, Ken, I certainly appreciate you coming out to do this with us. And if you get nothing else for him, we will talk to everybody from Atlanta after the 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Don't hold his hand. Teach a man to fish. Was it buy a man a fish he eats for a day? Teach a man to fish he fishes for a he eats for a lifetime.